Good morning, Bhargav sir.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning to all. It's my pleasure to introduce our speaker for the today's webinar, Dr. Bhargav Upadhyay sir, Assistant Professor, Government Engineering College, Godhra. Today he going to present a webinar on patent priority search and IPR support system in.
Hello. Hello. गुप्ता सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही।
Hello, Bhargav sir.
हाँ बोलो सर।
You can start, sir.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Bhargav Upadhyay. I am from Government Engineering College, Godhra, Mechanical Engineering Department, and I am also SSIP Co-Coordinator at GEC Godhra. Now, today we are discussing about patent priority search and IPR support system in Gujarat. Now, the very first thing there is basically two types of property. The outline of presentation is that first we are seeing the basics of this IPR, then how we can search this patent priority search, how can file the patent, and IPR support system in Gujarat. That means how you can file your patent with the support of the government or the financial help to filing the patents. The first thing that is the type of the property. There are basically two types of the property. First one that is a tangible property and second one is a intangible or intellectual properties. We know that tangible property means that we can be measured, touch or have any. It is having in a physical form like a currency or a gold, house, land, industry, etc. Intangible or intellectual property that which cannot be measured, touched, or it does not having any physical form. So basically it is a creation of a human mind or intellectual things like our idea, a storybook or any product or a process. Now generally for the tangible properties we have bills or land records, and for the intellectual property it is a kind of property, and for this intellectual property we have intellectual property rights, and that these are the types of intellectual. First one, that is the most powerful one, that is patent. Patent is given to the any product or process. Then the trademark, copyright, industrial design, integrated circuit design, geographical indication, and trade secret. Where this industrial circuit design that is newly introduced from last 10 years, and each and every intellectual property is having some particular duration. The particular duration is given to the each and every intellectual property rights. Now we can see the IP evolution. that if you have an idea which is having only expression like a story or a song or a novel or a book, so you can get the copyright as a IPR. Then, if your idea is having some innovation, some invention, product or process, then you can get patent. Same, when you have idea which is having a quality and identity, then you get trademark. Then if your idea which is having only appearance, then you get design, IPR of design. And suppose you don't want to, you have an idea and you have to keep it confidential, don't want to disclose that, then that is called as a trade secret. Trade secret does not having any time duration. It is up to you. Now first, that is a trademark. Now when we have a brand name, a product, a idea which is having a quality, then it is having, we can get trademark of that brand or that product or that quality. So it protects the brand names and logos. Like here we have a logo of a Puma, then the stick mark that is for Nike, Adidas. So this logo is tells everything. We don't want to go briefly on that product. If you see that logo, then you can easily identify it is having some particular quality, a brand name. So for that, we have to register the trademark. Trademark is given for the means registration period of trademark is 10 years, and then you have to renew it. And it is with you for a lifetime, up to you have to renew that particular trademarks. And it is given in a particular segments, like in a furniture products, milk products, shoes. Next one, that is a copyrights. Copyrights is a legal rights granted to a creator for an original artistic work by the law of the country for its use and distribution. It is generally given for the music, lyrics, graphic designs, art, poetry, computer software, compositions, novel, film, original, architecture, design, website contents, etc. For that, the copyright is given. Generally, the tenure of copyright is 50 years. Sometimes for also it is for 50 years, 60 years. It is having some divisions for novels, for the film, for the author of the song or a composition. Then they get the 60 years of lifetime and then 60 years. Then the industrial design. If you have only appearance like a goggles or a design of a car, design of a or a outer shape of any mobile, then we get the industrial design. That is, the industrial design may consist of three-dimensional features such as the shape of an article, or two-dimensional features such as patterns or line or a color. Some fabrics are having some industrial design, shoes, then that flower pots, each and everything they have a industrial designs, come under the industrial design. Next, that is a trade secret. It is a confidential business information which provides an enterprise a competitive edge, may be considered a trade secret. The subject matter of trade secret is usually defined in broad terms and includes sales methods, distributors, consumer profiles, advertising strategies, list of suppliers and clients, and manufacturing processes. Trade secrets are essential for two kinds. First, that is, do not meet the patentability criteria. If your product is not patentable, then you can go for the trade secret. Then second, that is, it would fulfill the patentability criteria and could therefore be protected by patents. Suppose if you are protected with the patent, then after 20 years, it is in a public domain. So if you don't want to disclose your idea or your product, then you go for the trade secrets. Many things like a Coca-Cola, then the perfumes, they are having their own trade secrets. Then geographical indication. Geographical indication, that is given, it is a sign used on product that have a specific geographical origin and possess quality or a reputation that are due to that origin. This is given. It is this IPR is not given to any individual, like a Darjeeling tea, Patna Patoda, Fanny from Goa, Kutch embroidery, Surat Jari craft. These are the example of geographical indications. Now, the main thing that why IPR is important. IPR is secure the rights of inventions, increase revenue through licensing. Suppose IP can be unique selling proposition. It can increase your USP. Startup gets a competitive advantage in the market. Suppose you have an IPR of your product, then it is having some additional value into the market for your startup. And main thing is that you are avoiding the competitors. No one can copy your idea, your product. That is the main important of IPR. Add a huge brand value attached to the IP in both the manufacturing and technology sector. Boost the revenue through licensing. You can, if you are not able to produce your thing, or you are not able to supply production chain, then you can use the licensing and generate the revenue through it. Encourage the R&D to ensure continuous innovations, and important assets having higher value than the physical assets to the bank. If you want to any bank loan, then IPR is also important. Now the patent. Patent is the most powerful IPR, the exclusive territorial right granted by a government to an innovator for a certain number of years. Patent means the exclusive territorial right granted by a government to an innovator for a certain number of years. This maximum number of years is 20 years. If you are maintaining that particular licensing fee to the patent office, then the maximum that is the 20 years. If you are maintaining your patent. Now what is patent? That is a new or innovative product or a process or a method which can be protected by patent. A new way of doing something or offer a new technical solution to a problem that is protected by patent. Now this patent is giving exclusive rights. Exclusive right means rights to exclude others from making, using, selling, or offering to sell or importing without the permission of the owner the patented invention. Clear? Without your permission, no one can sell, make, or even use your product. Now, the criteria for patentability, basically any innovation has the following, follow the principle of 3I. 3I, that is innovativeness, inventive step, and industrial utility. Innovativeness, that means the novelty. It should be novel. Inventive step, that is a non-obviousness. And industrial utility, that is a usefulness. If your idea, if your product is satisfying these three conditions, then it is come under the patentability criteria. Now, what do you meaning of the novel? Novel means invention should not be publicly known in any way, anywhere in the world. Invention must be new. It must be different from what has come before. Suppose you are on a Europe tour, you see one product or some invention over there which is not available in India, and you came to the India and want to register patent on that particular invention, then it is not possible. It should be not publicly known in any way, anywhere in world. Now, innovative step or non-obviousness. Invention must be something that represent an improvement over any existing product or a process that is already available. That means, suppose like a paracetamol, there is paracetamol or any product or process, there are having some different steps. Like suppose we are talking about the mechanical component or a visor, that it is having some sheet metal work, then it is having punching operations. If you are reducing any one operation or a process, that you can eligible to get the patent, then it must not obvious to a person of ordinary skill in the field. Means in an ordinary field or a skill field, people are not using that particular your idea. Then utility or industrial application, that is must. That is, invention must be useful and have some form of practical application. It should be used in a real life world, having some industrial applications. It should be capable of being made or used in some form of industry. And the most IMP thing that is not fall under the section 3 and 4. Now our topic, that is a priority search. So we are not going deep under this sections. But which cannot be patented, that is opposing established natural law. Then opposing to morality or injurious to public health, animals, plants, or to the environment. Scientific principle or abstract theory, means you are not generating that Newton's law or anything else. New property or use of a known substance. Mere extremity, means you are like as opposing synergic mixture and process thereof, like you are mixing that tubulite and the fan and made one another product, that cannot be patentable. Merge arrangement or rearrangement or known device, each functioning independently or another in a known way, same as I discussed. Method of agriculture or horticulture. Treatment of a human being, animal, including diagnose method. Then plants and animals in whole or any part thereof. Essentially biological processes, mathematical or business method or algorithm, that is not patentable, that is come under the Copyright Act. Literacy, dramatic, music or artistic work, method of playing games, and presentation of information. These all are come under the copyright. Now, suppose your idea is having this 3I, innovative, non-obvious, and industrial application. Then what to do? Don't do to get the products. Avoid these things. That don't to get a pattern. Stay away from publications like in an internet, newspaper, poster presentation. If your idea is unique, then don't go for the any publications or competitions. Any public display like a fairs, public places, and public working like a production. Do not produce your idea, your item, your product, and do not make the video. Generally now the people are making the video and uploading a YouTube or a Facebook. Avoid that. Stay away from that. The first thing is that if you have a unique idea, then first to file rule. If you do you possess a patentable invention, the answer is yes. Then don't wait, file the patent application. So follow first to file rule. We are wasting our valuable ideas, valuable products in a research paper, in a making the video and upload it on a Facebook or Insta or YouTube. First, go for the patentable search. If it is a unique, then go for the publication. First file and then go for the newspaper or any publicity. Now, if your idea is unique, then there is a pre-filing requirements that you need the type. This pre-filing or patent filing is divided in two parts. First one, that is provisional patent. Second one, that is a complete patent or with a complete specification. Now, for the provisional patent, the claims and abstracts are not required. Means suppose you have any idea, write down that on a piece of a paper, clear, have some prior basic search, and then you can direct file your provisional patent. Clear. Now, after filing the provisional patent, you get the 12 months of time to complete your remaining process. You can then generate your claims and the abstract and any other things. Clear. Now, main thing that in a patent, that if you have idea on a piece of paper or in your mind, then it can be patentable or you can file the patent. But after provisional patent, there is only time of 12 months. After that, you have to file the complete patents. Or if you have your claims and abstract, everything is ready, then you can directly file the complete patent. Clear. Now, for the filing, that pre-filing requirements are title of the innovation, brief description of the innovation, detailed description of the innovations, detailed, then claims. We can see what is claim, then abstract, figure, if any, you 2D or 3D diagrams, name of the innovators, name of the applicants, innovator and applicants, the rights are given to the applicants. So it is advisable that innovators and applicants are same. Then right of proof of the assignments, if any. Now, main topic, that is a patent search. Search means to find out all relevant information related to invention and which is already existed before the date of the innovation. And patent search is the process by which prior patented inventions are examined, with the goal being to find information that bears close similarity to a given pattern or proposed innovations. सपोज जैसे कहते हैं कि एक जैसे दिखने वाले दुनिया में बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं, सेम एक जैसे थिंकिंग वाले भी बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं. सो वी हैव टू गो फॉर द पैटर्न सर्च एंड उसको आइडिया आए वो रजिस्टर करे उससे पहले हमें रजिस्ट्रेशन कर देना चाहिए. क्लियर? द पैटर्न सर्च इज द प्रोसेस टू प्रायर सर्च. नाउ फॉर द प्रायर सर्च, this prior search art includes previous patents, trade journals articles, the publication including data books and catalogs, public disclosures, conference and seminars, trade shows, brochures, product device and equipment, and research paper. These all are included in prior art search. You can directly search this research paper, everything on directly on a Google, but you have some skill to searching the pattern search, particularly for the previous pattern. So these are the basic steps for pattern search. That is step for the pattern search, that is identify the novel feature of your idea, your invention, your process. Do not write abstract or a one-page description. Just identify the novel features of your innovation. Then from that novel features, define the search keywords and synonyms or related words to that keywords. That is the second step. Now, after that, create search string using different search keywords and synonyms variations. Then create search strings using IPC, CPC, US classification. That is the IPC, CPC. These are the codes which are particularly given to the different segments. Like a physics, that is another code. For mechanical system, another code. For flow valves, flow control valves, or for valves, there are another IPC code, CPC code, US classifications. Now, then search this string into the title, abstract, and complete specifications using search strings on a different pattern search websites. And after that, when you get the number of there are number of patterns are we can search or identify with the use of that pattern search process, and identify the relevant or close patent documents which are nearly to your innovation or your idea. Then finally come to the conclusion that is your idea is unique or not. If you can identify any one claim, any one unique thing from the existing, which is different from the existing system, then you can file patent. Clear? Minimum one claim is required, and you can for one system that is up to the 10 claims, and after 10 claims the additional money is required, additional fees. Now search. So these are the some free database. USPTO for US pattern only, then EPO, eSpaceNet, which is having EP pattern. Then pattern scope, that is having a WIPO. WIPO, that is a World Intellectual Property Organization, which is having, which is building that or creating that particular rules for international patents. It is having a collaboration with different 106 countries. Then Indian Patent Office for India, we get the from Indian Patent Office, which is having granted as well as 18 months published patent. Then Google patent search, it is a differ for the Google search. You can write down in Google that Google patent, then you get the another page where you have to find out that or search the patent search using the Google search. Now most of the this free database is having most of the patent filed patents are available, but they are having some limitations. I mean they are updated after 1 year or 1.5 years. They are back. They are not updated regularly. So for that we have to go for the paid database. So these are the paid database. Some universities are having that licensing. Some patent agent and attorney having a license of this paid database. In a Gujarat, that GTU is having the license of that PetStar. Then micropatent, Drewent, Delphion. These are the paid, some of the paid database. If you can note down this paid database if you wish, or you can have a screenshot for that, for the paid database and for the free database. This is the free database and these are the paid database. Now we are now next, that is the hands-on that I discussed, that these are the steps for the patent search. That is identify the novel feature of your first step, that is identify novel feature of your innovation and the process. Then define the search keywords. Clear? Suppose here don't write abstract or full description of your project, just extract novel features in your prospective form description and write over here. Suppose I am taking one example over here that we have to make one electricity theft detection system which can detect the electricity theft, and it is having a combination of tampering detection. Suppose someone is there which is tampering that particular electric meter, then also we can identify that this area or this meter is tampered. So in electricity theft detection system, the system detects the electricity theft and send the information about theft along with units consumed and zone of theft during the theft to the operator. This is the first novel features of the electricity theft detection and tampering detection system. And second novel feature of tampering detection, that is the system provides the tampering detection if someone try to tamper the meter and sends the message about the tampering location to the operator. Clear? So these are the two novel features of the product. So now from this idea we have to identify the different keywords. Like here we have electricity, that is the first keyword, then theft detection is there, then operator is there, zone or location is there, tampering is there. Clear? Tampered meter, that is another keyword. So list down that particular search keywords. You can also same time you can write down your novel feature of your idea. You can work with your own idea on this exercise. Same thing here. So these are the search keywords, that is electricity, then theft, tampering meter, detection, send, location, information, operator. So these are the some search keywords which are essential or which are in my innovation. So the next thing is that after identifying the search keywords, find out the synonyms or related words. So for the electricity, the synonyms are, there are number of, or when you are search on the internet, we get the number of different synonyms, but we have to identify which synonyms are appropriate to our idea or to our product. Like in electricity, we can also write down that electricity as electric or power. Electricity is also called as a current. It is also called as a energy. Yeah, because sometimes people are writing the different means their report or the detail of that particular pattern. They are using some different words, that synonyms. So we have to identify for the pattern search. We have to identify that kind of pattern also. So we have to having or identify or define that particular search keywords and synonyms. Same thing like a theft. So that theft is also called a theft or steal or thief. Then tempering meter, that is called as a temper or adjust or damage. Then detection. Detection that can also called as a detect or a sense or identify or find. For the same send, that is send, transmit, communicates, report, inform. For the location, that is zone or location, position, address, place, spot. For information, that is information or data or info. Same as for the operator, it is called as the operator or admin, administration, office, engineer. Now, these are the synonyms or related words of the keywords are, we can identify that with the search concept. Now there are two operators or logical operators are there. First one, that is a or, second one is a and. When we are having like the same keyword, the electricity, when we have synonyms or electricity, power, current, then or operators are used. And when we are producing the search string with using two different keywords, then after electricity, like electricity in this particular bracket, after that we are using and operator. Like electricity or power or current or energy, bracket is over for that particular one keyword, then and operator, and then into the bracket another keyword. Clear? We can use when we are using a free database, then there is that free database having some limitation of the words or a keywords. Some database are used allowing 10 keywords, some are allowing 15, some are allowing 20 keywords. So we have to be careful for the producing that particular search string. Clear? Now, after search, identify the search keyword and synonym. Next step, that is the search string, producing the search string. Same, I was discussed that electricity. In the first search strings, I am not using any that synonyms. Directly use that keyword, that is electricity and theft and tempering meter and detection. Clear? This one is the my first search string. Then another, that is a, so this is the ideally first we are using the and with the and operator, identify or use this for searching, then use the another search string. Here the result is for the e-space net. Clear? Where we get the two patterns. With this particular search string, that is 203 pattern. Now read that particular pattern, identify the process. If it is related to your work, then segregate that particular pattern and go for the conclusion. Now here, these are the IPC class. Clear? We are seeing that particular searching practical applications. So I am sharing my entire screen. Here I have one Excel file. I have already made one search string. That is for INPAS, Indian Pattern Search. So this is the website for Indian Pattern Search, ipindiaservices.gov.in, where these are the search field which is available. That is, search field are application date with the title, abstract, complete specification, application number, select pattern number, application name, and with the logical operators with the date, published and granted. Suppose I was taken that particular string, this string, and let us searching that into the abstract. The first thing that is the generate the strings, and after that generating the string, copy paste the string into the particular field like in a abstract or in a title or in a complete specification one by one. It is a time consuming process. Pattern search is a time consuming process. Okay. So with that particular search strings, we get 70,733 documents with that particular search string. Clear? So it is very difficult to identify this number of documents. So we have to refine our particular search string. And next, with suppose if you are having this Wi-Fi based home automation system that is not with our idea, so we have to go for the another search string. Let's search it in a title. So we get 7,942. Suppose for example, this is related to my idea. So when I go to that application number, so it will show me that particular each and every detail of that pattern. That the field of the innovation, publication date, publication type, application number, and here the complete specification with the claims, the mechanism, and you can also see the status of that particular applications. Second one, that is the eSpaceNet, second free search website. Here go for the same string. So we get 6 results. Clear? Detecting electricity theft via meter tampering. Device detecting and reporting theft, electricity power, detection of tampering with, or theft or electricity. So we can one by one go through the all 6 results. Clear? So here you get the diagram and each and every detail of this particular applications. Description, claims. Sometimes what happens that this kind of pattern is means in a Chinese language or in a Japanese language, then this patent translator is used. Suppose if you have to translate or that application if available that is in a Chinese, so we can convert that documents in with the use of the patent translation. That is also available in this free database. Same, this is the for Google patent. Here we get 95,000 results. Here. Pattern searching is a time-consuming task. These are the IPC class. So hope it is clear that how to search that particular patterns using the keywords and with the search strings on different patent websites. There is eSpaceNet, WIPO is there, Indian Patent InPass is there. Now the patent prosecutions or the patent system, how you can file your patent in India. That earlier I discussed, that is a provisional and complete. If you are go for the complete specification, complete filing, then on the date when you are file your patent, that is your priority date, then in India it is having 18 months, time period of 18 months for publishing your patent. But also in India we have one early publication request. There is another specific fee of 2,500 rupees for natural person, and you can early publication of your patent, which is bypassing this 18-month time period, and your patent is directly published within a month if you are go for the early publication. Clear? Then another stage after this publication or this 18 month or by 1 month, that they are having some particular time, a particular time cycle of patent in India, that is 48 months. But now the government are working on it. If you have a startup or if you are filing your patent using this SSIP fund or SSIP scheme, then they are on a fast track mode. If you are a woman entrepreneur, a woman startup, or woman first application is woman or any lady, then it is on a fast track mode. Within a 1 year, that government is planning to give the this particular patent. Now, after that, after publishing your patent office is going for the first, that is the examination. They examine your file, your process, your documents, and if they are having some queries, they also go for this patent search. A thoroughly patent search is carried out by the patent office, and they giving the first inspection report. If you then you have to answer that particular first inspection report. If they are satisfied, then we are proceed to the next step, or our patent application is rejected. If it is application is ordered to grant, then patent is granted. If it is not, then they are issuing that particular examination report. We have to with the help of the patent agent or attorney or own self, we can fight for the patent, or we can write out that particular examination report. Now, for the complete filing, these are the forms. Forms number 1, that is application for grant of the patent, application with complete specifications. That is form number 2 for complete specification. If provisional, then this is not required. Then statement of undertaking, declaration of inventorship, request for express publications, like if you are early publications, that is form number 9. Form number 18 for the request for examinations. Form number 26, form for authorizing patent agent. If you are hiring a patent agent or patent attorney, then you have to also fill the form number 26, and you have to give the power of attorney on 500 rupees stamp to the patent agent. These are the fees, and these fees are for the online. If you are filing these fees offline mode, then 10% more fees are paid. For a natural person, form number 1, that is a filing application of patent, that is having 1600 rupees, and for examination, that is 4000 rupees, and for early publication, that is 2500 rupees for natural person. If there is a small entity, natural person or group of the person, if there is a private limited or any company or any other thing or a small entity, then the fees are almost double, that is 4000 rupees, and form number 16 examination, that is 10,000. If your colleges or your university is going with you for filing the patent, then the fees are 8,000 rupees. And form examination fee, that is 20,000, and for early publication 12,500. These fees are paid to the patent office, and that is online. These are the patent offices, that is in Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, and Kolkata. All offices are having some particular another rules, but patents are published or filed in all 4 offices. We are in a Gujarat, so our territorial judiciary is Gujarat, so our patent office is Mumbai. Now, the IPR support system in Gujarat. Now, the government of Gujarat, like in a Startup India, Stand Up India, government is giving so much focus on startup, on students, for innovations, and for patent filing, because IPR is the main powerful tool. Like we see in a China or a USA, Japan, they are generating most of that revenue with the use of this IPRs. Same thing in a China. China is observing that power of IPR. They are using that IPR power, and now the things are changed. Earlier, we are not using that Chinese mobile. They are copying that from the another word. They are not researching, but now they are using research, focused on research. They are focused on IPR, and everything is changed. Now the China is ruling the world. So same thing in India, we are filing like when we are talking about the trains, then China is the number 1, then USA, then Japan. They are filing 15 lakhs application per year, and we are filing just 35,000 to the 40,000 application per year. So that is the difference. Now, for the IPR supports in a Gujarat, that government of Gujarat, education department, government of Gujarat, they are introducing that student support through SSIP policy, student startup innovation policy, that is SSIP policy. Then second, that is the iHub. Third one, that is the from the Gujkost Patent Information Center. Gujkost is also giving funding for patent filing. Then SSIP is given fund to the various colleges and university. So in a GTU is also having IPR cell at Ahmedabad. Now, support from the SSIP Gujarat. SSIP Gujarat, that is given grant to the various colleges and SFI Education Institute up to the 40 lakhs, and to the university up to the 2 crore or 200 lakhs to the universities, and different SSIP grantee institutes are conducting various workshops and FDPs, particularly for IPR, for POC supports, and you can also get support from that SSIP grantee institute, where you can get support of 25,000 Indian rupees. 25,000 Indian rupees for innovative projects. You can visit SSIP Gujarat for more details. Now, the bifurcation of this 25,000, that is like this 1,600 and 4,000, that is included, means for patent filing fee, that is 5,600, that is included, and another fees that is hired, that is given to that particular patent agent or patent agentee. GTU and SSIP is having a list of more than 90 IPR facilitators which are giving this services at this low cost at 25,000. Okay, and second thing, that is what we are seeing in this process that this support is given up to here. Clear? Up to first examination report. That is 25,000 is that support is given up to this. GTU is giving up to over here. Most of the SSIB colleges are also giving up to here. They have their own policies. Second, that is the from the GTU. GTU is organizing various workshops, FAPs on IPRs. They have patent cleaning programs. They have specialized courses on IPR, PG diploma on IPR, and IP evaluation certificate courses are also there. They are also having the paid database of PetStar, and they are giving 25,000 rupees for innovative projects. You can visit this website gtuipr.gtu.ac.in/ssip_ipr.aspx, where you get the event details. GTU is regularly 1 or 2 months up in a after 1 or 2 months they are regularly conducting this kind of programs, and that screening is regularly they are conducting the screening for IPRs. In a Gujarat, we have GTU is also having a 4 regional center, that is at Ahmedabad, Rajkot, Vadodara, and Surat. In Vadodara, that is in a GIC Vadodara, that is in a government technical high school, Dandiya Bazaar, Baroda. You can visit that center. Also, you can visit our like in a government colleges, GEC, Godhra, Bharuch, Dahod, Ahmedabad. Each and every GEC is having all GECs are SSIB grantee institutes. Then latest, that is iHub, that is a type 8 schedule 8 company that is supported by government of Gujarat, and they are also giving a different IPR supports for POC support and startup support that is given by the iHub. iHub is also conducting different kinds of programs for startup, for IPR. Also they have IP angels are there, where that IP angels are giving their valuable guidance to the startup, to the students, that how can they file that IPR, or how can secure that product or that idea with the IPR. IP supports for the startups, also IP commercial or technical transfer. If you want to, if you have your IPR, own IPR with support of SSIB scheme or your own IPR, then also that iHub is giving support for commercialization of your IPR. Then IP registration, they can also giving support with this facilitators, with this patent agents to the IPR filings for various IPR systems, like in a design, for trademark, for design, for patent. Each and every, for each and every IPR they are giving support. Each and every SSIB scheme is giving support over there, but they are having some limitations. Now, as per the latest news, iHub is giving up to 50,000, not 25,000. That means that is cover the each and every stage of the patent filing. Another, that is the GUJCOST. The support from the GUJCOST. GUJCOST is giving service offered by that PIC, that is awareness workshops, training in IPRs, seminars in IPRs, patent searching and filing, trademark registration. GUJCOST is having some PIC centers in various universities. So we can see that website of this particular. First, this is the SSIB Gujarat. Where you can find out the SSIB Grantee Institute. This is the website of GTU IPR cell. This is the bifurcation of 25,000. Where that this prior art search and deep prior art search, drafting and filing of the complete specification that is carried out by the IP facilitators. These are the fees for the trademark support that is given by the GTU. For design filing up to 2,000, that is also given by GTU. For copyright, this is the website of the iHub, where IP registrations, commercializations, support for startups and IP engines. And this is the website of a Gujcost Patent Information Center. That as per this website, they are having some universities which are having the IP cells. That is in a MS University, in a Gujarat University, in SP University, in Saurashtra University, in Datiwada, that Krishi University, Agriculture University, in a Parol University, and these are the new universities which are granted in 2020. So these are the support system from different institutes from Gujarat. So thank you all. This is all from my side. And the session is open for question answer. Gupta sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bhargav, sir. Sir, I have one question. If suppose we search the pattern for the pattern on a worldwide platform, right? So, so is there any given the information ki this pattern is in which country?
Yes, each and everything is given over there.
Okay. So, sir, is a pattern is valid in every country, or we can pattern for?
No. We have to search for the worldwide, and you have to file for that particular country. The rights are territorial.
Yes.
We have to search for a worldwide, but the rights are territorial. Suppose we are filing in India, then the rights are given to the India only. For that, you have to file the PCT. PCT means that with the help of the WIPO, the different 106 countries are in with one treaty. So they are allowing that. So you have to file that international patterns, PCTs. For that, or you have to file that for a particular countries. As I discussed in India, that 35,000, then 35 to 45 to 50,000 applications are there, in which more than 30,000 applications are the foreign applicants in India. Clear? So rights are territorial.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you. And one more question: can we extend the terms of pattern?
No, the term of pattern that is particularly for 20 years.
Yes, sir. So can
So we have to see. First year, that is your publication, that early examination fees are there. That is 4,000 rupees and 1,600, and the time period that is maximum, that is 48 months. Once your patent is granted, then you have to pay that maintenance fee for every year. That is 8,000 rupees or 1,000 rupees. That is having for meaning in a slabs. You can pay for 5 years, or 5 year slabs are there. So first pay for the 5 years, then 5 years, then 5 years, then 5 years, and the fees are gradually increasing. So you have for maintaining your patent, you have to pay that maintenance fee. If you forget to pay that particular maintenance fee, then your patent means your rights are viable. That is district. Like in a frigate spinner. Frigate spinner सबने यूज किया होगा spinners. That is patented item, but that innovator that forget to pay the maintenance fee, and that frigate spinner is most popular around the world, but they don't get any single pie for that particular invention. क्लियर? तुम्हारे आपकी इन्वेंशन हो, अगर उसको फाइल हो जाए तो फिर उसको मेंटेन करते रहिए, नहीं करोगे तो वो चला जाएगा.
ओके, राइट सर. ओके सर.
इंडस्ट्रीज जो है ना, वो ये भी करती है, आईपी सर्च भी करती है, टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर भी करती है. मतलब आपको कुछ लेना है किसी से, अगर टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर से लेना है, बराबर, तो उससे पहले आप आईपी सर्च कीजिए. हो सकता है कि आप उसको ज्यादा पैसे दे रहे हो, लेकिन वो टेक्नोलॉजी, वो थिंग इजीली अवेलेबल हो, ओपन टू मार्केट हो, उसका पैटर्न का जो टर्म्स है वो कंप्लीट भी हो चुका हो, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. लेकिन कोका कोला का कैन ओपनर एक होता था, ऐसे करके हम कैन को ओपन करते थे with that particular latch is there, उसकी पैटर्न जो थी, उसका लाइसेंस कोका कोला के पास था, उसका 20 इयर्स कंप्लीट हो गया, नाउ इट इज इजी अवेलेबल इन ईच एंड एवरी कैन। जितने भी आप 3 कोल्ड ड्रिंक के लोगे, उसके ऊपर वो ओपनर, उसका ऑटोमेटिक ओपनर है। क्लियर, दैट इज पेटेंटेबल आइटम। सो आफ्टर 20 ईयर it is easily available for each and every person. Yes sir.
Okay. Sir, Bhargav sir, one more question. Suppose a student make one app for something, so it is patentable or it is copyright or trademark something?
They are having that particular copyrights.
Yes.
Computer algorithm programs, they are having copyrights. ट्रेडमार्क्स में कैसा है? ट्रेडमार्क्स अगर आपकी ब्रांड है या फिर आपको ब्रांड बनानी है, तो आप पहले से भी ट्रेडमार्क ले सकते हो। लाइक इन अमूल इन डेयरी सेक्टर, तो अमूल डेयरी सेक्टर है, अमूल फर्नीचर में भी होगा, तो आप वहां पर उसका ट्रेडमार्क ले सकते हो फर्नीचर सेक्टर में। बराबर, ट्रेडमार्क के लिए जरूरी नहीं है, और वो आपके पास लाइफ टाइम रहेगा। So some people are also doing business on this trademarks. They are registering their trademarks on their name और फिर उसको सेल भी करते हैं।
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, thank you all for attending the webinar. Thank you, Bhargav sir, for sharing the knowledge regarding the patent and IPR support system. And the session is very informative. And also, I would like to thank SSIP Gujarat for giving us some amount about this patent and copyright. Thank you, Bhargav sir, again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Shall we leave?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, PU.